Hi, I'm Quincas and I'm a synth DIY guy. Once again, continuing with our series on easy beginner kits. Today we build the first of a trio of modules sent to me by Electrosmith, the 3340 Analog Vco. This is a simple but full-featured classic analog VCO. It ticks all of the boxes with the 4 classic wave shapes present, pulse width modulation, soft and hard sync, exponential and linear FM inputs with attenuators, coarse and fine frequency control, and very accurate 1 volt per octave response, all in just 6 HP. What's clever about it though is that the circuit comes pre-soldered as a sub-module to the panel PCB. This allows the same daughter board to be used in any format, be it Eurorack, 5U, or even a standalone synth. And building the module is a cinch, as you only need to solder headers and panel components. In the kit box, you get the panel, the PCB, the fully populated SMD submodule, the mounting and power headers, and the panel components. You also get good quality rubberized knobs, a power cable, and mounting screws, as well as some stickers. Assembly is a breeze, took me less than half an hour. I started by snapping the male and female headers for the submodule together and assembling them and the submodule on the panel PCB. Making sure the headers were straight, I soldered on the submodule. Next, I placed and soldered the power header. Corner pins first, then the rest. Then I soldered on the submodule assembly and removed the submodule from its headers. And finally started snapping on the pots, jacks, and the switch. Not soldering yet though. To finish up, place the panel so that all components go through their hose. Tighten all the nuts. I like to use a tool to tighten the nuts, 10mm for the pots and 8mm for the jacks. Then turn it around and solder everything up. Be extra careful not to burn the submodule headers with your iron. Now just plug in the submodule, check the power header for shorts, and stick on the knobs. And plug it in to test and calibrate. Calibration went super smoothly for me. I only needed to use 1 trim pot. High frequency trim was not needed, nor were any of the sine shaping pots, as my sine wave looked great from power up. Now let's have a listen. Alright, so let's take it for a spin, shall we? Let's check out the sine wave first. All the way low I can't hear it, so sub audio. And there we go. That's pretty high, very high. Cool sine wave, bro. Right, triangle. That's a geometrically perfect triangle right there. Looks glitch-free on that oscilloscope. Alright, saw. Yep, great looking saw too. Now let's check out the pulse wave. Manual pulse width modulation. Alright, let's leave it centered and patch in an LFO. I think LFO needs a little bit of attenuation, so let's do that. There it goes, that's better. And I can tilt it manually by turning that manual knob too. Alright, so that's the PWM. Now let's go back to the sine wave and check out audio rate FM, linear first. So it has attenuators for both the linear and exponential FM. So let's try linear first. I'll put my filter rate in audio rate. So now it's a audio rate sine wave, and here we go. I've said it before, I'll say it again. FMing oscillators is my favorite thing to do on a modular synth. And I love the rubberized knob on this thing. It feels really nice, really smooth to turn. Very playable, despite being a tiny module. Alright, now let's turn down that linear FM attenuator and we'll move it to exponential FM now and turn the attenuator up. So this is Expo FM now. So much fun. Turn it off again. Now let's try hard sync. There's a switch here for soft and hard sync. We'll try hard sync first. Take a square wave from my no coast here. Stick it in there. Let's listen to the saw wave. And the soft sync. Super nice. And lastly, a keyboard. I'll use my key step. Check out the tuner. So let's tune that C. Super in tune this thing. And it was easy to calibrate too. Let's record a little sequence. Let's tap that triangle. Now, let's give it a little linear FM just for fun. And we'll split the CV, both oscillators. You hear how that goes? Cool beans. So that's it. Super cool, simple, cheap, easy to build. 3340 Analog Vco by Electrosmith. Hope you liked the video. If you did, hit like, subscribe, join my Patreon, blah blah blah, you know, all that stuff. And stay tuned for the next video, which will be about the Electrosmith 2144 4-pole low-pass filter. Alright, see you soon. Stay noisy. Bye.